And then the bigger picture is like how misinformation, disinformation fuel gender wars in the diaspora. And it kind of breaks it down from like rooted in colonialism, even like the Willie Lynch letter. Didn't the Willie Lynch letter somehow?
What is the Willie Lynch letter?
Yeah, what's that?
The letter that was like made to divide black people. It's like pretty much like a divide and conquer letter. I think it was written by like a slave owner, and he was talking about how like what's the best ways to control black people, like the Negro, and it was like by creating division and separating them from their families, and like really pretty much like what people talk about today is like creating gender wars too, like putting genders against each other, making the black men feel like powerless,
creating division.
Yeah. So
Did you guys see the Goodbye Julia movie?
I haven't seen it
I
yet.
watched it. It pissed me off.
Are we gonna do a whole? That was the
Yeah, I
intention,
was
right?
like,
To do a whole
Really
take.
Yeah.
good. It's really
It's good. Okay.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I wanted to do like a what do you call it? Not a reaction, but like a review.
Yeah.
For an episode. So
For what episode or what?
Goodbye, Julia.
Oh, is that a show?
It's a movie.
Oh, now I get my own soul.
Y'all got that?
You don't watch
Oh,
movies?
let me-
didn't
You don't watch
watch
movies?
I didn't watch
Or
it.
not today.
Yeah.
Not today.
Because I watched the Diddy thing. Like, it was
I finished the Diddy thing in like 2 days.
Boy, I
4
was
hours with the
like,
content. I got
not
stuff.
eating, not sleeping.
It was really good.
Where's Willie? Willie said he's coming.
It was really
Also,
good.
right now, I'm in the middle of watching Sex in the City. So,
For real.
Oh, cool.
The original one.
yeah.
I'm
Okay,
watching-
we're
I
live,
started
y'all.
Game of
Everybody say hi
Thrones.
to our
I
live.
love that show.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
love Game of
So good.
Thrones.
I rewatch it all the time.
What-
Oh my
what-
God,
what
really?
episode you on?
Rewatch it?
Views right now.
I rewatched
Hey,
the show.
everyone.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Hey, people are trickling in. Hello
Wait,
to
so
our
you watched the
live.
first episode. How did you think about the first episode?
Yes.
I'm like 8
All right.
episodes in.
Y'all, get in the comments. We're just discussing current events today. Well, for this live, let us know what's going on in the world. But we're about to get started shortly. We're still waiting for like 2 other people, but we'll get started. Willie and Tyreek, right?
Yep.
We're not talking about Diddy this one, right?
I think do y'all want us to talk about Diddy in this live?
Diddy need his own.
Do you think I feel like we can talk about it in like the actual episode, like a real episode.
Because that boy is layered. The fact that
Yeah, you really
Yeah, we
gotta
got
break
points
it
to make.
down.
the fact that him being famous started off with 8 people dying is crazy work. to
Nine
me.
people.
9 people.
people.
My bad. Bodies.
Yeah, I feel like we can talk about
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
That man was a harbinger of death.
literally. Grim
Diddy
Reaper.
is like, I feel like when I was watching it, I was like, this is what happens when people get power and they're not healed.
Or
Unhealed people.
I thought like no one like beat him up. Like I thought about the
I mean-
guy
No.
that said he was gonna because
His mama did.
on him. His mama beat him up, but like no one really like. I'm like, why? I just feel like I can't trust anyone around you that saw this stuff happening.
and you didn't get
no
your
one
ass beat out
felt.
one time.
The way
No one. We could have
No,
stopped.
right.
yeah.
It only took one. Just
Yeah,
one would
one
have kind
person
of knocked
just.
him into
But you're right.
sense.
His mom really did, and he got his mom back too.
Well,
Yeah, that's crazy.
They didn't
too.
make they made it seem like his mom abused him, not like whooped him.
But that's the
I'm
point.
sure
It's
it's
like
a bit of both.
when you've been abused that much to where it switches into you. Like his mom basically taught him that, like, yo, don't ever get beat up. Like nobody should be able to beat you. And she was the only one that was really low key beating him up. You know, they said he was a prince. He was like getting all the money. His mama low key might have been working, the streets a little bit, not like normal. And his father's connection being that he was with Frank Lucas. Most people don't realize that about Diddy's father. So it's like all them layers. Come on now, it's insinuated. So, and people forget that when he was in Howard, the parties were the thing that made him famous, right? And he was with Andre Harrell. That's where Andre Harrell met him. So he's an intern during that time. His last year at Howard, he had abused somebody already at Howard before, but he was already such a popular person at Howard. Well, he was in Howard, right? He went to Howard? Yeah.
He dropped out. But then, yeah.
But during his last year there, that's where they knew him from, was for being that. And obviously he was associated with what's light skinned brother rapper's name?
Rapper, Heavy D.
Heavy D. Yeah, he was associated with Heavy D. And so when he met Andre Harrell, he was going back and forth, taking a train from Howard to his offices. And then one day Andre Harrell was like, come on, just come work for me. And that's when he dropped out. So Diddy has always been consistent in the way that he moves. And a lot of things were left out in that documentary. Because I think it was weird how they focused mostly on his obsession with like taking other men's girls and not about the
Well,
abuse
because
that he's
50
been.
Cent feels away about that.
Yeah, that was kind of off. I kind of got disappointed with that because there's so much other stuff they could talk about, especially with the way that they did Shine. Like we don't really talk about what happened to Shine. Where
They
he
didn't
got
even
arrested.
mention
talk-
Shine
there's a
in the
lot of-
documentary. Did
We
they?
don't
They did.
talk
Did they mention
about
him? What did they say?
Episode 3.
Bentley.
Episode 3.
What's his name?
Farnsworth.
He wasn't in there. We didn't touch on Kim Porter.
The Kim Porter one was going to be the biggest one.
Yeah.
Like,
But did they have evidence of that?
well, Kim, fun fact, Kim actually got with a different person afterwards, and then he mysteriously
Past?
passed away, and he was also an exec. Mysteriously.
Oh my
died.
gosh.
It's like the guy in the bathroom just mysteriously no longer exists.
That whole guy in the bathroom situation, I don't know.
But also, he is what he is. We kind of
What else
everybody's
is going on in
known.
the
What else
world?
is going
yeah,
on?
I'm like, let's
Before we
go
get
talk
too
about
deep.
that. Yeah,
I'm
let's not get
saving
too
all
deep
of
into
My
that.
thoughts, right?
Yeah, what's
for-
going on in the world?
For the full dive.
What's
I mean,
going on
we already
today?
talked about the Michigan head coach.
Oh, that
Oh,
was
yeah,
wild. Y'all
yeah,
talked
yeah,
about that
We
earlier?
should talk about. Is
Y'all
the
talked about it
Yeah, we
earlier?
talked about it earlier.
Y'all, that is
The what?
crazy.
Oh, the coach.
Yeah.
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 How do y'all feel about that? Like the whole situation. So just to give people a background real quick. So there's the University of Michigan head coach got fired for having an affair with his assistant, who is the head coach is black and his assistant was, she's white. And I guess she went to the school and told them about the affair, which is inappropriate because he's her boss. So there's like a power dynamic there.
Sharon Moore. That's his name.
His name is Sharon Moore.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a wife. He has a wife and three kids. And so he got fired from his job, and then he went home to his wife, and his wife was like, "Mm-mm." And then he threatened to kill himself, and then he left, and then went to his the woman he was having an affair, his mistress, and then threatened to unalive her and kill himself for ruining his life.
Mm-hmm.
And then he went to jail.
Yep.
For stalking and harassment.
And is facing
I
felony
mean,
charges.
I feel like people are likening it to like a Shannon Sharp or like just
Yeah.
the demise of black men that don't have discipline, you know?
Yep.
And the thing is, like, this isn't
Quite
this,
literally.
this
No, like
happens.
it's so
This,
so
but the thing is,
simple.
it's not something brand new. Like, of course, there's white head coaches or coaches in general. They're having affairs with their wives. They're doing things like that. I'm not trying to say that because they're doing it, we should get away with it too. But we have to know that there's a bigger game being played than the game at hand. And I think about Scandal. Olivia Pope, like in that show, her dad has this beautiful monologue where he's telling her, like, you have to be twice as good, you know?
Yeah.
And just like, even if you just can't play like they're playing, just because you have the white wife on your arm and you have the social capital that allows you, that doesn't mean you can do it like they do it and get away with it. Like, our position in these places are very fragile. I think about Obama and how he had to walk a very narrow line. You know, he still walks a very narrow line, I would say, just to be, you know, respected. And even so, he's still not respected. His wife still isn't respected, you know, by white America as, you know, an authority figure. So I feel like, I don't know, like, I just feel like we can't be like everybody else. Like, you know, like, not only is character important in general, but especially if you are a black person in these spaces where there's not that many of us to begin with. So
I also think like accountability needs to be held high on his
my
part because it's
gosh.
like, you're married, you
Yeah.
have children, you know what you're doing. She knew what she was
Yes.
doing. And at the end of the day, it's like, you have a responsibility to your family and your image. You have a amazing job as like one of the most prestigious head coaches in college football. Like, there's a responsibility that comes with that, and moving sloppy like that to where now the jig is up and now it's like, I don't know. I'm like,
But
you can't
everybody-
say it's
everybody-
all on the girl for like
Yes.
ruining his life.
But
It's
everybody
like,
wants to make it like the white woman ruined his life, and that's the narrative. It's like, stay away from white women, and this is what happens when you date a white. But I'm like, that's
he's
not
a
really
grown
the
man.
conversation.
Like, I feel like you're an active participant. Like,
Yeah.
someone has said, like, we put a lot of energy in calling like women home wreckers, but it's like, that's your home. You're the husband.
Yeah.
You're wrecking your own home. Like, no one's coming in to wreck your home. So,
Yeah, and there's no accountability, not even just with them, but like our society. We don't hold men accountable.
Yeah.
Like, if you look through the comment sections, they're like, oh, see, that's what happens when you deal with those type of women. And it's like,
Here's the thing. It wasn't even a woman that like snitched. It was a DoorDash driver.
oh, okay.
Like the person was
the
a little bit too
woman
nosy. He's like, hold up, I recognize this Michigan. So it was a dude. I know
but
it's
the
a
thing
dude.
about it, he was going to keep doing it if
Yeah.
what didn't come to light. So it's like, you're an active participant in what is going on. So now when everything blows up, now you can't go, I'm going to go, let me not.
I'm gonna lie myself.
I'm gonna stick serious.
I'm not gonna like don't go crashing out now because now you just got it.
I'm gonna kill myself.
I don't feel no ways
like-
about it. I don't feel like
my
it's like,
gosh.
oh, a white woman thing or anything.
You made your bed, bro. You have to deal with the consequences that come with that. And it sucks that it's your career, your family, like your whole life. But obviously you thought it was worth it, or you thought you were never going to get caught.
I think
like that's
what it
one of the
is,
two
because
things.
It wasn't his first time being investigated.
Oh, okay.
So he was
That's a
being
lot.
investigated before. Same thing, you know, like, are you having a relationship with your staffers? And denied it. She denied it, played along with it. But now, so I think there's kind of like this, I can get away with it. I've been through that. I think we do have some instances, you know, like even like a Diddy, you could say, for an example.
That literally was
Yeah, that's
literally
a good- come
where
on,
they
come on,
have
correlation.
they have gotten so much power
exactly.
Yeah.
that they're like, I'm literally like God. Like
Yeah.
I can do whatever I want to do,
Exactly.
you know? And like even OJ Simpson, some similar situation where like he, you know, like where you've ascended your blackness in a sense to not be held accountable like you're
Yeah.
black.
Yeah.
So I feel like he thought that they wouldn't get him.
Yeah.
But they did.
They always say the worst thing is when you get away with something the first time.
Yep.
It's like after that, you just feel invincible.
Yeah.
So
I'm not gonna say it's his blackness because he was a dumbass. Like
That was dumb. I'm sorry.
That
That's,
was
like,
dumb.
if you gonna
I-
do it,
I-
And he
I'm not gonna say that.
doubled her
so
salary.
many ways.
he
Yeah,
doubled her
come
salary.
on,
He
guys.
doubled her
How do
salary.
you go from
Like,
$55,000 to my thing is like, how is her husband like how do you get $55,000 one year and then $90,000 next year? What do you think is going on?
Right.
Like, in this economy, like
Literally, no
you
one's
didn't
just
even
handing
question
out.
it. Like, what's going
Nobody's
on?
just giving
I
None
don't
of them
get
have
it.
discernment or foresight. Because if you're making that kind of money, then you need to be able to protect. Like, you need to think ahead and be like,
Yeah.
okay, let me do certain things to make sure I don't put myself in a position to where I'm vulnerable and I end up doing something that's going to jeopardize literally everything. His legacy,
Right.
everything is
Yeah,
tarnished.
it's
Like,
tarnished now. His
People have been
children.
commenting his life is ruined. And of course, his life is not ruined in the sense that he can still rebuild and stuff, but
It's
He
not
can't
gonna
coach
be to
again.
the
he's
level.
destroyed everything that he's built up to this point.
He can't coach again. I'm gonna be honest with you.
It's embarrassing. It's literally humiliating. Think about his daughters.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my goodness.
And then to crash out, like, there's one thing to do it and get caught and everything get ruined, but then to crash out and not be able to handle your consequences.
Yeah, and now you're
Go
facing
break
jail
down, Try to
time.
kill yourself in this lady's house. Like, get a grip, bro.
Yeah.
It's
Like-
everybody's fault. It's everybody's
Oh,
fault but
brother.
his.
Like, so embarrassing.
And then he got a felony charge.
That's what I'm saying.
That's crazy.
Like,
you was
he-
just gonna be fired.
He should have understood that in the situation, he had more to lose than she did.
Thank you.
He should
That's-
have
that's
recognized that
like
he had more to
1
gain.
+
He's a
1
black
=
man
2.
occupying this high position, millions of dollars. He could really bring generational wealth into his biracial family, you know? So he could have really done that, you know, or give black people opportunities, you know, as a head coach. It's just an
That shows where
opportunity
his focus
squandered.
was.
Can I put
Yeah.
more context into it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Even if
Emmanuel low-key sympathizing.
no, I'm not sympathizing. Even if he wouldn't have gotten, if he didn't crash out as bad as he did, and he just got fired, he would have still gotten a payout. So he would have had more money getting kicked out for the university for this situation.
Oh
right?
yeah.
And also, obviously, his wife is going to divorce him, so she would have had half, but he would have still came out with more money than he's going to have now. So
Yeah, his life
him
really is
being
ruined.
a bitch made
But this
nigga-
just shows exactly how childish and immature for you to get fired and then to go to her and say it's all your fault. Like, you're a
Yeah.
little boy, bro. Grow up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you did it. You got fired.
Mm-hmm.
For you to go crash out and act like you're going to kill herself. Like, come on, bro. Those are the weakest. I'm sorry. Like,
Yeah.
he should be so
Accountability.
embarrassed and ashamed.
Accountability.
The downfall is epic.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna point this out. Also, like culturally, I think there is a culture more of cheating in like sports in general. I think in
Yeah.
any
Entertainment, all
real
of that.
real boys club area anyway. But I guarantee you, other coaches were doing this, and that's why he thought he could get away with it. He just slipped up with one thing, and that was the DoorDash order. But it doesn't matter.
No, he slipped up
slipped
with a
up,
lot.
like-
Yeah, obviously the continuation of it, but
Okay,
like,
a lot of
but
flip-ups
also-
He said
that
everybody
finally
does
caught
it.
up with
Yeah,
him.
and the thing about it is like
It's
like
not that
to
one
Vida's
thing.
point, like everyone probably does do it, but also you're not like everyone.
Yeah.
So you have to move a little bit differently. And the thing about it is just like you can't go cry wolf now because everything has unfolded. That's the way I look at it. It's like when
Yeah.
you decide to make a choice, you know that there's consequences to that. Now, if you think you're bigger than the program and like you won't get caught,
That's
bro,
what it
like
be.
live like that. But then when
People be
it,
thinking
yeah,
they
you
start
big,
thinking they
yeah,
bigger.
and
Nobody's
it's just
bigger
like
than the program, man. Nobody's bigger
now
than
you
the
can't go
program.
be you can't blame her. It's like, yeah, she's a part of this dynamic. But at the end of the day, like, you were her boss, you were her superior, you had more to lose than her, and you had more control over this situation.
He probably initiated the whole thing.
Yeah, so it's like, what you want people to be mad about, like sad about for? No one told you to go to her house and crash out in her living room and like, or whatever the case may be.
Like she got abortions that were like forced abortions,
so
allegedly.
this was a choice.
A lot of stuff.
Oh, she about to get a bag off of him too.
Yeah, like
happening in the world.
It's a lot
at this point.
It's a lot. So yeah, just accountability
Don't try
is
to
needed.
kill yourself
Literally,
Accountability.
you want to try to kill yourself when you was trying to impregnate in this
time. Listen,
give her raises.
Prayers to the wife. Prayers to the wife.
The wife and children.
Yes, the wife
this
and
is so
kids.
embarrassing for the wife. I would be embarrassed.
I mean,
that this is my husband.
She's gonna get half, I think, of everything, and then
I mean, yeah, but also like, what if
Depending
she
on when he
wanted
gets-
to be married
The
to
way he
him?
handled
Like, what
it.
if she didn't want to now be divorced and be a single mom to 3
would you
kids?
stay if you know he's about to get sued out of his pants by?
No, I'm not saying she has to stay, but I'm saying like she also has to come to terms with this is her new reality. If she didn't know, maybe she knew. I don't know.
Did
that's
y'all
not my
see how
business.
Shannon Sharp was like, I resonate with him, and because
Yeah,
I've been through the same
interview.
thing.
He didn't resonate with him. He just said he knew. Y'all don't know the
like, what
firestorm.
it feels to be there.
I mean,
How it was
Because
very
y'all
dark,
put
and there was-
yourselves in those positions.
I got
Okay, first off, time out.
I don't have nothing. I'm
Shannon,
sorry.
Shannon comparing himself to him was a bad PR move. This is again why Shannon being
Jesus
stupid, Dad.
Christ.
Shannon, you didn't cheat on anybody.
Sure.
You got
He did
accused
say
of
that. He said
something.
he wasn't married. Like, this guy is married. He did say that.
I'm about to spit a bar. Shannon Sharp and him both loved playing in the snow, right?
Tariq just commented that.
It's just
Stop playing in the snow.
It's just when sometimes when you're playing in the snow, a blizzard can hit. And if you ain't got no motherfucking coat on, you're going to freeze to death. And in one case, Shannon didn't freeze. Oh, boy.
Okay,
Froze.
you know how criminals, they always have like money put away for their bail money? Like they think ahead, like, okay, if I do get caught, I'm prepared. I got my money put away. Like, get this money, come bail me out, whatever. If you know that you're cheating or you're doing,
Yes, bro, you better have things
you should plan
ironclad.
ahead, like, if, just in case I do get caught.
Yeah.
Yeah,
These are
he never.
like,
I
you
don't think
know,
he ever thought he was gonna get caught.
and that be the
That's.
problem.
I think that's really what it boils down
I think y'all
to.
are forgetting men are stupid. Like,
No, they're not.
No,
No, we're not gonna play that game.
Okay,
either,
okay,
'cause
so-
we're not gonna do that weaponizing
Thank
competence.
you.
okay,
Come on
I'm
now.
not weaponizing comments, but I'm
Thank
going to
you.
say it like this. When the male ego has a tendency to ego to no extent that is further than anything you've ever seen, like Buzz Lightyear levels of ego. Sometimes you get to a point where you're like, I'm that nigga. I am him. I am Hercules. I am Achilles.
Y'all
Ain't
think y'all
nobody
bigger
gonna
than the
touch my
program.
motherfucking heel. And sometimes you get to that bag, especially, bro, I'm making how many $millions a year? I've been doing this. I've been consistent with this for so long. Like,
Yeah, you think
So you
you're
should
bigger
try to
than the
keep
pro-
that,
like she's,
yeah.
you think you're bigger than the program, and then the program reminds you like
Yeah.
no one is bigger than
Fire.
the program.
and this is why you need friends to tell you to shut the fuck up and get
Yeah,
on
it's like
your
you could
game.
be confident, be the man, and do all this stuff, but like you chose to be married, you chose to continue to have a wife and a family, but you also made a decision to do something else. And now when it blew up, like you just got to take accountability. Like, dang, I really messed up.
How would y'all feel if y'all were the wife? This is from another perspective. Everybody's coming from like his perspective. What is your perspective once you find out that your husband on this bullshit?
There's layers. It's not just that he was caught cheating and got fired. It's the whole shit show.
Emotional.
Shebang,
Like
yeah.
how he handled it, the embarrassment, the humiliation. Now it's like a national story, and everyone's
Yeah.
watching. His court case where him on camera was like trending on social media. It's
his
layers.
mugshot.
If
he
you
would've
love
just
him, would
got
you
caught
take him back?
cheating- What?
What?
No,
What?
I don't even think
Emmanuel.
she has that option anymore.
Love isn't a factor.
a
Love,
laughing
left
stock.
the room
Love
alone.
left
Yeah.
the room. Hey.
What?
Love has no place here.
No.
Where was the
It's
love
strictly business now.
when he?
I'm calling the like
I'm not talking to you
divorce
without a
attorney
lawyer.
on line one stat.
And it's
Bag.
even not
What?
even just cheating. It's like you doubled her salary. Like you really like.
Yeah, you were. This was a
Yeah,
relationship.
Really like invested in her. Like that's crazy. Mm-mm.
Can you imagine if she was asking for like something like quick $10K or something? He never gave it to her, but he gave this girl like $40K.
I know. Like he put money in her pocket.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Not to mention the extra money he probably gave her whenever they were going on dates and doing all this other stuff.
that's why women should have cheating clauses in their prenup.
Yeah,
I agree.
That's a good
What
one.
do you mean now women? Everybody should have cheating clauses.
I mean, yeah, but specifically related to this topic, women, I feel like, especially if you know you're married to like you said, people that
dog?
are in boys clubs, like
People in
and-
prominent positions.
Yeah,
'cause
you know,
This, like, imagine she's just minding her business, having a peaceful life, and now it's bad enough to get cheated on and go through that in your private life, but now the whole country is talking about it. Like it's a big
It's a national story.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
embarrassing.
That's traumatizing.
Now your face is everywhere. It's like we didn't even know who his wife was, who he was, barely.
Yeah,
but
women are embarrassed by men every day. But like for it to be a public like spectacle, that's a whole nother level. Like,
And then
Yeah.
it's being investigated, so she's learning the details of it.
Can you
know,
imagine?
so that's crazy.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah. Somebody said something. Somebody said something for Emmanuel specifically. Oh, they said, can you ask Emmanuel to stop referring to South Sudanese as Sudanese? It's honestly disrespectful to our sovereignty.
No.
There's been a couple comments like that. Yeah. They're like, why do you keep saying
No.
Sudan when we're South Sudanese?
Because why should they take the Sudan or Sudanese name? Like, come on. Like, I don't understand why we give them the Sudanese name. If
I
we
understand
all
both parts of it.
Like,
But
that's just-
after watching Goodbye Julia, ooh.
You South Sudanese?
No, but like, y'all, there's so many things I did. We're going to review the movie.
Yeah.
But there's so
I've been
many
telling
things.
y'all the
Yeah.
movie stuff.
There's
I
so
watched
many
it
things I
twice.
didn't know. The way that South Sudanese people were treated in Sudan was like black people being treated in America.
Oh, I didn't know.
In just
Back in the-
any time
back in the
period.
day.
Yeah, right.
And there was worse stuff that happened that they didn't even show. in
Even the
movie,
language,
obviously.
like I didn't know that we were referred to as Southerners, as Junubi. I didn't know that
You
was.
didn't know that?
I didn't know that we were referred to that, and that was a derogatory, or like
Yeah.
I know we're referred to as Abid or slaves. You know, it's derogatory,
Abid?
but it's a literal social caste system.
Oh no, Junubin is actually derogatory, but we just took our power back
I
and we're
just
like,
didn't
That's our version
I
of nigga.
know, and I think
Like,
we
we
need to
are from
revisit.
the-
yeah,
Yeah,
we're
we-
Junub.
We're gonna be forced to revisit the conversation of why we split, and it's
Yeah.
just I was so angry watching that movie, and
how they with the dishes, how they would like not let her use. the same-
I was like, it was literally so synonymous to how Black Americans are treated in this country.
I think
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think that's a conversation we need to have because, like, my pops, that's how he made money. Since when his dad died when he was 11, my dad went up to Sudan and he would like work for a lot of the North Sudanese people over there in Khartoum, and he would do that. Him and his sisters would do that. Like people don't realize that like it was basically segregation, and that's why when you go to Egypt, it's even worse than that. But like it's been consistent for a long
But
time.
there was no civil war in Egypt.
Yeah,
so that's like kind of like
obviously,
a,
right.
okay, racism, but no civil war.
But oh no, racism in Egypt is just as bad. But I will say, like, I will always point this out that like the disconnect between both of us is like you can't wash that away, and you can never take it away. My grandmother died to this day speaking the same thing she's always said. She said, "You better not get married to an Arab," and she put that in all of us the same way. And there is truth to it, like consistently, like. Every
And
single
they're
time
having
you hear
those
the story.
conversations too, though. But there's a different connotation. They're having conversations. Don't ever bring a
Because-
Junubi.
Yeah,
you
Because
know?
they're
yeah,
black.
So why, yes, so
They
why
deny
not?
their blackness so much. That's why the conversation of Arab exceptionalism in North Sudan needs to be really held. Because obviously they're going through the worst
They're
right
gonna do a
now.
lot, yeah.
Yeah,
But the truth is, they don't see themselves as black, or a lot of them don't see themselves as black, and nobody talks
yeah.
about that.
My
like
mom
that.
always tells me like off of like what Vida said about not knowing what actually happened in full, because we're so like we think we know, but we really don't know
Damn
like the
thing.
full story. But she would tell me because she would see our episodes and she's like, you guys don't understand actually what we went through. Like she says like she remembers like being on a train and the trains being bombed with South Sudanese doctors, teachers, like really like people that could have contributed to our society. They just blew up the North blew up the train that a lot of the South Sudanese people were traveling in, and how there was like she would talk about how there was like a doctor in there that she knew that everybody knew that died, and that's their way of like getting rid of our leaders, our powerful people, so that we have nothing, so that we can see so we don't really see anything in ourselves. Like we're nothing. We don't have anything. So she was like, there was so much stuff that happened. Even I know, like there was an uncle that I talked to that was in the war. Remember I told you, Christine? And he told me, he was like, I was like, what's the craziest thing that you saw? Like because he told me he was in the war with my dad. And he was like, there was one time the North was like bombing us, or they were coming into the territory and like, or the village, and they started like bombing or something like that. And the South Sudanese soldiers were supposed to stay put, but some people freaked out and started running. And so they were hit by like these, like, I don't know what you call them. Like, I'm not really familiar with the
Shrapnel
military.
or
like little,
Shrapnel, like from the
Yes.
let's go.
And he said that he saw somebody's head being blown off and they were still running. Yes.
The trauma that we have. Oh my God.
I would have never guessed that, at least you were there. I would have never guessed that that's something that he went through because he just seems so like chill and calm. But you don't know unless you ask them. Like, so it's
They're
crazy.
so casual when they talk about it too. That's the thing. I feel like I don't know. I feel like my parents never related to me as if it was like in the magnitude of it, how big it really was. Like watching that movie, I'm like, oh my God. My mom told me like, oh yeah, we were going this place because of the war. But like, I feel like that movie really like solidified for me. Like, oh my God, like they were literally in a civil war, moving around because of the instability caused by this government.
Yeah,
it's insane. I don't think I still even fully comprehend it. But
have you ever heard the term
desensitized, like to that level?
He seemed like he was desensitized when he was talking about it. I was like, and he was just like, yeah.
Like
That's
he's
what
talking
happened.
about the weather.
And he was like, and then they sat there for hours, like 8 hours, waiting for like all the bombing and stuff to like stop. And then they would cover themselves with like the dead bodies so that like the bullets wouldn't hit them. And he was just talking about it like it was breakfast.
Because I also think it's like a lineage of like survival.
Yeah.
Like when you just really just only know how to survive, it's like you just tap into that and carry that wherever you go. So it's like, all right, I survived that. Let me make it to the next day. Okay, survive that. And then you just keep going.
Who has time to be crying about it?
Literally. You're just like, well, I got to keep living. So let me keep going. But that's like the depths of that. I guess like, we always think about like survival mentality and we think it's just so surface level. But like, no, people literally just want to make it the next day, the next hour. Like, and that's enough for them.
I just think about the tribalism that we give to each other. I just remembered growing up, there was like a family member, not a family member, but just someone we knew, and they were marrying someone of a different tribe, both Equatorian tribes. And I remember like the other family was just like, we don't want you to marry someone from our tribe. And I just think of how that replicates in the things that we experienced. Like, I just don't understand how people don't see that we are using the same tactics that our oppressor used on us against each other. And that is on a small scale, like just between not wanting, you to marry someone from our tribe versus, but that's also on a big systemic, scale within our country right now and the instability we have right now, where one of our vice presidents is literally on trial, so it's just, I wish we could see like the division, like that, like we're using the same
tactic.
Like what's that quote? It's like the master's tools will not dismantle, something along those lines, how the master's weapons are not gonna like, basically just like how we cannot use their tactics and their methods in order to liberate us. So I feel like I wish we'd understand that because like when I saw that, it was just so disgusted and so angry. Like watching a slave movie, like how you feel, you're like, oh my God, I'm so mad right now.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I felt watching that.
We have to review Goodbye, Julia.
We have to.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
like the best Sudanese movie, I think.
Yeah, I saw the quality of it. It's really, really good. It's like I saw the trailer, but I haven't watched it. But I can't wait to watch it. But because I heard it's very.
You haven't watched it?
I haven't watched it.
I've
yet,
watched it
girl.
multiple times already. It is so good. I wish I could watch it. No, I can, but
It's on
I wish I could
it's
watch
on-
it again for the first time.
Yeah, it's on Tubi now, so we could actually watch it.
Everyone can watch it.
Yes, everybody
It's
can watch it
really,
because it was
really
behind like
good.
VPN. Like you couldn't
Yeah.
watch it if you. It's crazy
Yeah,
that
once they start- that's
Sudanese people said they couldn't even watch it. Like, cause,
Oh, wow.
yeah, because there was no way. It was like people could watch it from like Dubai or like other Arab countries,
Yeah.
but people in Sudan couldn't watch it,
That's
which
so
is very strange because I feel like
Why?
they're the ones who should be watching it.
Because Sudan has gotten propaganda forever.
Yeah,
Like they've ask a
yeah.
Sudanese
Oh, yeah.
person, they'll never tell you like what they perceive the war to have happened as is not the same thing that actually happened. So in their heads, like especially when I talk to my Sudanese friends, they're like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, dog, that's what happened."
I've heard that. I've heard that. Like, I don't know if I believe it fully because a lot of people say, no, they knew what happened. But there is this idea that there was propaganda during that time that shielded Sudanese people from knowing what was happening to Southerners.
But
and
the
that
thing
the
is,
Darfur
they weren't even
not-
like based on the movie. It seems like
They
some
turned a
people
blind
aren't
eye.
even in community with, like, you know what I mean? The segregation. You're not even in community to know what your neighbor is going through. What is that about? You
That's
know?
racism.
So I could understand,
Sure.
like, not. Oh, I didn't know you were going to. I don't know about that, but like, you're not even in community to really with these people because you deem them as less than you.
the Sudanese that spoke up were disappeared.
We're what?
They were disappeared. Like people don't realize a lot of the Sudanese people that did speak it, they were, I mean they were disappeared. They were taken to warehouses, they were beaten, and then they never were heard from again. especially with those that was like speaking about the articles and like were being honest about it during that time period. They weren't back. Like I had this conversation with my homegirl who was Sudanese, and how radical she is beautiful, because even she'll admit that she gets angry at her father for how she views being black, and she's like, I am black, and the way that like my father, her family, and everybody else views it, she's like, I can't rock with them like that because my blackness is first. And what happens to the Southerners, and what happens to like, she didn't even like saying the word. She's like, I don't like saying the word to my Sudanese brothers and sisters. She was like, I don't rock with that. And like, I apologize to you, but I was like, you ain't got to apologize to me. Apologize to other people. Cause look, my parents went through that. My grandparents went through that. I could never be the type of person to be like, oh, I went through this.
Yeah.
Because
let me read some of the comments. We got some commentary. Eco Cypher said hello, and peace to the ladies. Thank you. Young Kier said, Emmanuel, we're the real Sudanese because we're the black Sud, not Arabic, who are considered red. Jeremy had actually a good question. Young Kier said, during separation in 2011, we're supposed to remain Sudan, and the Arabic should have been Northern Sudan. Okay. And then Tyrek said, because Darfur's land is rich in gold and oil and uranium, they could never leave. Oh, he was responding because Jeremy said, why didn't Darfurians go to South Sudan or be a part of it? Which is a good question. That wasn't part of the negotiations. They wanted Darfur, even though they don't like them. Like they were bombing them and committed genocide. They didn't want to give up the resources or the land or the resources in Darfur. So exactly what Tyrek said is that they have gold and uranium and oil, so they're not gonna give that to them, Jeremy. And also, I think Emmanuel too. Emmanuel, you are Sudanese though, technically.
You are.
You know, so that's another layer of it. Like, you are actually Sudanese. Like where he's from is actually not technically South Sudan. It's like both.
Yeah.
So I understand why he says.
I've said this before. I'll say this again. I'm both South Sudanese and Sudanese because I'm a BA.
Both of them.
Period.
Y'all forget where a BA
So
is
I
at.
understand why you say Sudan. I say South Sudan because I just, you know, my dad was was fighting for independence. So it's like South Sudan holds a lot of weight to me. So I
General Emperor, yes, good warrior, your father.
Yeah, I mean, like there's a lot of people that fought for the independence of South Sudan. So many people, and so they really fought for that name. They really did, and they died for that name too. So. I do think it's important to say, but I understand why people say Sudan too. Like because you are both.
I think my heartbreak is because like when people think of like Sudan and South Sudan, but historically we've been there forever.
Yes.
Historically we were a part of the multiple kingdoms that happened. We are a part of everything that happened. So like to erase the blackness of Sudan, I don't rock with that.
I agree.
And that's why I don't like when somebody's like, you got to call yourself Southern Sudanese. I agree.
Sudanese. And our history is Sudanese.
Yeah.
Like the full greater, like the pyramids, like Nubian, that all of that history also belongs to us. So it's Sudanese history.
Even the oral history passed down. Even the oral history passed down. They tell us we came from north. We came from the what's called Khartoum, and even north of that. Like my parents have always said this to me. They're like, we were pushed down to where we're at. We were originally up there anyway. So like for me, it's always like, why would I forsake like my ancestors' place of rest to pretend like I wasn't there before, or like the people that had the same blood as me weren't there before.
So has Sudan always been like diverse, or has it been indigenously black, like historically?
I mean, North Sudanese are also black. What are we talking about?
Okay, they are, but they also consider themselves Arab.
Some of them are.
Some of them, like there's like Arab tribes there, but
There's a mix.
Yeah, but even the ones that are like that look both, like you can tell
we
they're
got
like
Fulani tribes, but like
Afro-Arab, they consider themselves to be Arab. So it's like, the whole it is a little bit confusing, but historically we were indigenously all black. Sudan was all black, right?
I mean, that's the conversation. Is like that's the same conversation I'm having. Like, was Egypt black? And that's where it has to go. You have to do more anthropology about it. And it's like, I don't have enough history to know that. But I do know we've been there forever. So, yeah. You know, we are indigenous to the area.
That's unfortunate that we got pushed to the smaller section. I'm still kind of like, why are you, this is the smaller portion.
They gave us a smaller part.
Exactly.
Ironically rich with what?
So
That's a bad deal, huh?
Very similar to a specific group in the United States that happened to go to Oklahoma,
What?
The Native Americans.
Oh, my bad. I was like, sorry. You see, you gotta talk to me straight because I'm like, wait, who was from Oklahoma? Okay, my bad. The Native Americans.
Eggnog?
That was the. I'm sorry. This is like high school history. That was the trail of Trail of Tears. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you guys for this. Every time y'all talk about like these type of topics, it gets very heavy for us. Like we always talk about Sudan and South Sudan and how we consider ourselves. A lot of people don't like that we say Sudan. I don't say Sudan.
You should get that uncle that you were talking to like just speak about him. So if he doesn't want to be on camera, he could just voice over it. But like, let's get a perspective from him because I want to get the perspective from the parents so that a lot of these younger kids can understand like what really happened. Because when I used to talk to my grandmother and my mom and all them about that, I hated it because it was always so gory, but it made me realize real quickly, like, holy crap. Like, my mom and my dad went through this. Like, they were kids just running around going through this. Like, my grandfathers both died in these situations, and I'm just like, whoa, it's crazy.
Yeah. Goodbye, Julia review coming soon. I feel like that should be our next shoot.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. I think that'd be really good.
Yeah.
I'm glad you liked it.
I really liked it.
Yeah.
It's good to watch over the holidays. I feel like we should do it around.
We
that
should.
Time, 'cause I watched it last.
Yeah,
December.
I was looking for where to watch it before it was on Tubi because there was like no place to watch it, and I reached out to someone who knew the director of the film, and he reached out to the director and he was like, it's not available yet on like big streaming platforms, but as soon as it is,
someone
it's
sent it
gonna
to
let
me
us
on
know.
Telegram or something weird like that, and I just projected it on the TV. But now it's on Tubi, so we can all watch it.
Yeah, we're gonna watch Goodbye
Tubi.
Julia the next time we
put
do.
some respect on Tubi's name.
really do.
You know?
Tubi is crazy.
It's
I
a
know it
very
is, but it's like,
well-produced film. It's like Hollywood standards.
It is.
Yeah.
It's very good.
I'm excited to do that. Y'all should watch it with us, so we'll let you know when we're gonna do that
But you
episode.
will be angry afterwards. It will really make you mad because I don't know. I love Julia, Team Julia.
Maybe we can watch it on Discord. Because our Discord, you can watch movies
together. I'll watch it
people
again.
can comment. Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah. Okay, well, we'll see how we can do this. But thank you guys for tuning into this live. We're actually about to do...
Oh, before that, also mention another Sudanese movie where we're going to have a Sudanese actor on there, Couture, with Angelina Jolie. It's going to have, the young model that's supposed to be on there too.
What do you really?
Where you watch her go through her journey in the fashion industry.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, it's with Angelina Jolie is in it, and it's super dope. So should be coming out actually 2026.
Shout out to Tyrick.
Yes, I was going to say.
Yes. Thank you, Tyrick, for letting us know to catch Goodbye Julia on Tubi. He did tell us that it was on Tubi, so thank you so much.
Thank you for sharing it.
I was like, all right.
You should be at the studio with us.
Where is Tyrick? Like, why is he?
He's out of town.
Where you at?
He's out of town, but you should be at the studio. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do let's do a live review. We can work it out on Discord. Follow us on Discord. I'll post it somewhere on this video. And then this next episode that we're about to record, it's not gonna be live.
Talking about the diddler.
We're gonna talk. So we have
Grim
2 episodes.
Reaper.
We have 2 episodes. We have one about
Diabolical Diddy.
yes. We have Diabolical Diddy.
Diabolical Diddy.
And how and power and narcissism. There's so much that goes into like, the whole thing.
Yes.
And then also we're gonna discuss how misinformation and disinformation causes gender wars within the Black and African diaspora. Because there was a video that I shared amongst our group, pretty much detailing like how some propaganda is meant to divide Black men and Black women from each other, which I thought was very interesting. So we're gonna record that, and then that's gonna be our next 2 episodes. So y'all heard it here first on the live. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We have some comments though.
Oh.
We're ready to get into this Diddy stuff, man.
Yeah.
Okay,
I've been
let's
waiting
Why
all
are you
day.
so excited?
I've been
Yeah,
waiting
said
all
yes,
week.
Egypt.
I just can't.
Oh yeah, yes, Egypt was all Black.
We're
gonna do a history
debrief
thing.
we had, like the
Listen,
2-hour
I talked to Jenna
debrief.
for 3 hours.
Yeah,
when
3
the documentary
hours.
dropped.
We were like,
because we had to. There were so many layers, and There were so many things that didn't make it because they only got 4 hours to do it. But I've watched so many interviews since then.
Ooh, I got a video I'm gonna send y'all that has more layered stuff, and you get to see Kim Porter's dating history and what he did
Yeah,
to
let's
her
talk about it.
significant others.
No.
Crazy.
And Kier, thank you so much for the history context, because I was asking like what's the history between like the indigenous people in Sudan and Egypt. So we got to do an episode like that. But thank you guys so much for tuning into this live. We love y'all deep. We will see you next time, and new episode coming Tuesday.